shades on tough and I'm scoping. Look good enough to get her, I'm hoping. Boy, I know I'm high, cool out, cause I'm smoking. So girl, what you do for the outgrow? Boy, I wanna
Hey y'all, this is your girl Meada, and I'm coming to you guys with another Meada Moment. And in this segment specifically, I'm talking about when you guys, actually have the privilege of seeing me like dandy. Because the thing about me being dandy, it tends to, rub people wrong. And some people are actually really excited when they get to see this side of me. But then there's also those people that tend to project a lot of that negativity off on dandy. So she tends to hide out, especially into safe spaces. Prime example one, when I go outside looking like this, right? I tend to garner a lot of attention from the opposite sex, where it's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of flattering if I was 17, but even so, I'm not as docile when it comes to how Meada reacts and to how dandy acts. So I tend to really be more reserved, very hyper aware, and it doesn't make me feel flattered at all when I get certain kinds of attention. But it's not just the overzealous appeal of which people come at dandy about. It's more or less the ones that just feel like they're entitled to a response just because I'm dressed like this. And when they don't get the kind of response that they want, they tend to get really, really, really bad. Like really, really like give you dangerous stalker vibes. And in all actuality start to like try to insult you. Prime example, the dude that I just encountered about 5-10 minutes ago. Instead of him just saying, hey, I think you look lovely today, I like to see you like this more often, even though we didn't see you. Instead, he just starts to look me up and down, gives me this overzealous, oh my, let me come over here, and very creepy stalkerish vibe that is like, you giving me red alarms. You're not giving me, oh, I want to go meet this person and shake their hand and have an engaging conversation with them. You're giving me, I need to run as fast as fucking possible. So when he starts to realize that he wasn't garnering the response that he wanted, he starts to immediately try to zoom in on something that in his ideal mind is an imperfection, primarily my sneakers. Because at that point, I'm a type of person, if anybody knows me, y'all know I'm not materialistic in the slightest. And not near one of my personalities are actually freaking materialistic. But that is just something when it comes to, how I dress, is just me expressing the inner me. So I don't really put too much, for lack of a better word, glamour onto, my aesthetic. It's just, it is what it is. But it's the ones that feel the need to just always pick out my shoes. Like, what does my shoes have to do with makes you feel that I can't be a beautiful inside out person because my shoes ain't meeting your standards? Like, how old are you? Like, seriously, because you sound like somebody that is very, very traumatized and might actually not need to garner my attention, but actually probably need a therapist. But I don't think nobody has actually sat there and told you that, because you're not projecting your own insecurities onto another person simply because they're not sitting there in your face saying, ooh, you, like, it's just not appealing at all. In fact, it actually proved me right that you are a creep and that you are a person that I would never want to give my time to or even stop and say hello. So this is another Dandelioness moment, and this is also a Meada moment. Take that for granted.
Boy, I know I'm high, cool out, cause I'm smoking. So girl, what would you do for the outgrow?